Hello everyone, this is Joanna the Medium and your intuitive coach. Thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome you with open arms, and I hope you find something here just like the other subscribers have found something they enjoy. Month of December, almost said November. Month of December, interesting times. One of the things that is different about this month's reading is I was asked by Spirit to do a completely different format than I have done up until this point. And what I have done, I have divided the reading into two separate parts. There's a general reading, which I have always done, and it's very similar to the one I've done in November. But the other part is about Spirit wanted me to channel more messages, and they wanted me to focus more on what you need to focus with regards to your energies, particularly in December, but also to provide information with regards to the key learning opportunities that you are looking at gaining as you go through this path. So this is not going to be for everyone. Not everyone finds desire to know these things, but for those of you who are looking to deeply connect and who are looking for deeper meaning into what's going on in your life, more than just, you know, when am I going to get a job or when am I going to meet somebody, but more with regards to what am I learning here? What is my soul wanting to learn? For those of you who are hungry for that information, I will have those videos, and the information on how to get those will be down below for you in the show more section. And without further ado, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing, and for sharing your videos. Without you, I wouldn't do this. And as you can tell, I've reached over 40,000 subscribers, which is completely out of this world for me, because this is not what I was expecting when I was gently told by Spirit to put up my channel, to start one. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I think that's all I have. So let's just go on with individual readings. And of course, if doesn't apply to you, then listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. And if none makes sense to you, listen to it towards the end of the month, because they almost always make perfect sense. And if not, it may not be just the right message for you this month. But without further ado, let's get going with each individual signs. See you soon. Hello, beautiful Taurians. This is going to be your reading for the month of December 2017. What an interesting reading you have, and because it's also my sign, I find it very interesting. So let's see how it's going to play out. Let me go through some of the information that I channeled first before I put out any cards. When I was focusing on the energy for Taurus for the month of December 2017, one of the first things that I observed is an image that signified to me that in the month of December, some of you are going to be hovering above an uncomfortable situation with other people without immersing yourself in it. And I actually heard the words, you don't want to get hurt or get into a fist fight. So obviously that's not going to apply to all of you, but there seems to be an indication of some of you perhaps getting into an altercation with somebody else, somebody you don't agree with. This could be under the influence of some things, alcohol or other things. This could also be a situation where people are not getting along, or people are not dealing with a certain situation in a certain way, and you're choosing to be more of the observer versus the participant. And if you were to be a participant, chances are likely that you would get hurt in the process, because what I see is people discussing things not necessarily in a favorable way. So there is a discord, and then you're joining in potentially, and then they kind of turn on you and you're like, what the hell did I get myself into? So again, not going to be for all of you, but if there is going to be a situation that appears in your life where things are not going as planned and there are people who are having differences of opinions, if you can, stay out of it, because I'm being told, number one, it doesn't concern you. Number two, there's nothing you can do about it, and getting into it is only going to make matter worse for you. So This could be in a marriage, this could be in a family situation, this could be in a work situation, this could be in a friendship situation, any situation that involves other people getting along or not getting along and exchanging of ideas. This could be connected to a project that you are working on with somebody else in a collaboration matter, in a collaborative way, or this could be a situation when you are joining certain group and the group is having a very heated discussion about something that might be controversial, and you're choosing not to get into it. You're choosing to be the observer, not to get into it. Some of you, I keep hearing joining the gym. So some of you will be joining a gym in the month of December, which is an interesting time to join a gym. Or this altercation may be at a gym. Maybe somebody's not going to put their weights on the rack and you're going to get all fluffed up, and you may want to approach someone and tell them your opinion. Don't do that. Or if you can, don't do that. So that's the first thing that I saw. The other thing that I heard was the word resurrection. And although I kind of had an idea what it means, I actually didn't know exactly what it means. I just know resurrection of Jesus. So I actually looked it up, and the equivalent word is rebirth. But it was interesting that it was given to me in the form of the word resurrection, because it's something I don't use. So many of you in the month of December and part of January will go through a process of rebirth. And I can see with the cards why. There are some of you out there who are still trying to figure out what to do with it all, whatever that is for you. And there will be moments of little epiphanies in the month of December, because I see light bulbs going off in your head and you're going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it's in a good way. So that was a huge thing. The resurrection or rebirth was also joined with a number 9, which tells me it's going to be as a result of you ending something. Ending a relationship with somebody who is not right for you, ending a friendship, ending being a customer with somebody, so work relationship, and as a result you're having these little epiphanies, or you're having little epiphanies and as a result you are choosing to end some things so they are no longer. And they don't necessarily have to be with people or situations. These could be things within you, particularly with respect to how you treat yourself and how you feel and think about yourself, and therefore how you project yourself into the world. And I can see in the second part of the reading why that would be relevant when I look at the lessons here. So that's what I was seeing as well. I saw some of you planting seeds. It was very clear to me that you were putting seeds in soil, and this is a metaphor. You were planting. Okay, there's something going on with the throat. So some of you will have a sore throat, and it is time of the year. Some of you still need to learn how to speak more clearly and not hold back. And some of you will need to look out for angry outbursts so that it doesn't come out unnecessarily. And I feel some of you will be tested in the month of December, and you might get triggered and you might have angry outbursts. Now, considering it's a very busy season for most people, and most people are stressed to the max anyway because we're buying stuff all over the place and the money comes into place and there's stress and all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't surprise me if you were triggered a little bit in the month of December, and the trigger would be with other people. So when I saw you planting seeds, I heard that these seeds will grow in the spring, which kind of makes sense because everything starts growing in spring. But you are planning something in the month of December, and you already have planned it. You already started this in the month of November, but you are planning something that will come to fruition in early spring. I want to say just spring, so spring of 2018. Wow, 2018. Be diligent about the way you do things, for how you do things now will reflect on the type of growth you will have in the spring. I hear the word educational, so it feels to me that this could be career oriented, and I can see you have a lot of wands, or this could be relationship, but there is something, the way you plan right now for whatever it is that you're planning for, do your due diligence, because what you do with it now is going to be evident to you in the near future, as early as spring. Let me see what else. I also saw some of you, there was a sense of determination. You were moving forward with something, and it felt very much like you've been on a trajectory towards something, and you're still in it. You're going there. You're not quite there yet. The arrival point you haven't reached yet. Let me just see here. But whatever it is, it's going to be, the determination is for something that is long, that has a long-term component to it. And I heard you are going places, but you're still not there yet. And then I heard contractual affairs. And I thought that was kind of an interesting way of saying things, because contractual affairs. So to me, it doesn't mean affair as in sexual affairs. To me, it means contracts. What's with the throat? I just heard speak clearly, speak clearly. So some of you are still holding things back, and you need to learn how to speak clearly. This is so important for where you're going next. But yes, contractual affairs are waiting for some of you in the near future. And I would feel this is more business related, but it can actually be personally related as well. Marriage contracts, things of that nature. There's different type of contractual affairs, but the word contractual is very important. And when I added all the numbers, you arrive at the number 10, which is completion, which is also met with a brand new beginning. So you're at the point of completion, and the new beginning is just around the corner. And let me just see here. Yeah, because the cards you have are absolutely incredible. I feel like I've been talking to you guys about this for months. There has been a time of diligent preparation towards something that you are going for, and this is still the nurturing process. And I just heard the words relax, and that's one of the things that you need to focus on in the part 2 of the reading. So let me go through the part 1 reading cards. What you are leaving behind is 3 of Cups, and what this is telling me is that you are leaving a very productive and very expansive energy behind you. In the last little while, you were quite creative. There was a lot of creativity. Yes, there might have been celebration. A baby might have been born. Collaboration might have happened or started, but you are leaving behind a very productive period, a very creative period, a period where the energy was conducive towards expansion on every level. Now, just because it's in your past doesn't mean you're done with it. It just simply means that that is where you come from, and a lot of the ideas that are generated or will be generated stem from that energy of 3 of Cups. What is in front of you is brilliant. You have the 6 of Wands, and this is a card of victory. This is a card of being noticed. It's a card of going places and being proud of it. It's about distinction. It's about feeling important, but I don't necessarily mean in an egotistic way. There is a sense of validity to it. So expect in the month of December to feel quite glorious, to feel recognized, to feel assured, to feel distinct within yourself. Wands do represent career, absolutely, but I am getting a sense of you just being proud of where you are at this point in your life and feeling it within you, in your body and your soul. The other message here is that in the month of December, there will be some situations in your life, particularly with work, where you will feel like you won the lottery, or you were recognized, or you received and a medal of honor, a distinction of some sort. People have noticed you. You are feeling like you are put on top. There's a sense of recognition here. So for many of you, some of you, okay, thank you. Some of you may be receiving a recognition bonus from your work. Some of you will be receiving a pat on the back from an employer or someone that you are working with in a career manner. Yes, relationship also come into play, but I'm seeing this very much career oriented and self when it comes to self. So with regards to relationships, again, I feel like you're going to feel, I want to say the word in control, but I don't mean the heady type of control. I don't mean control analytically. I mean, you're going to feel at peace. There's just general ease about this. Now, the fact that this person is on his horse, horses to me signify freedom, and they also signify to me incredible intuition. So it's telling me that you are going to feel fairly intuitive and very free-flowing emotion-wise in the month of December. And month of December would be appropriate for that. Anytime would be appropriate for that, but month of December, particularly when we are celebrating holidays and we meet with people and we have so much gratitude for all the things in our life. The green to me represents healing, but that's just the nature of the card. But he's asking me to talk about this. So there's a lot of healing happening in the month of December. But if you are going through a rebirth or resurrection, that kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it? The horse is also wearing yellow. And I've never been asked to pay attention to all these little details. And yellow is the solar plexus. So you are going to feel good about yourself, period. Your lesson is also about power. So there's a clear indication that many of you will feel self-fulfilled within, and you're just going to be in a place of feeling proud of who you are. And listen, that is a fantastic way to be. What is in front of you? My God, it's amazing. 3 cards popped up, and when I put them down, I just said, oh my God, are you serious? Wow. You have the Lovers, you have Ace of Cups, emotional renewal, and you have 10 of Cups, which is probably one of the best cards you can have. It's completion, but it's feeling good with regards to your emotions. It's about harmony. It's about peace. It's about, you can see there is a rainbow and there is a family here. Everybody's happy. It's about contentment. So that is what is in front of you. That's the near future. January, February is what I want to say. And for some of you, March. It couldn't get any better than this. That's why I said your reading is quite incredible. But it has to do with you and your own significance. So we can talk about that in part 2. I'm just trying to see if there's if there's anything that I want to go further with this. The Lover's card, as you know, can indicate harmony between 2 people. Absolutely. And listen, if you're going to feel like this in December, chances are you're going to have more harmony within your relationship, because your internal peace will radiate to people outside of you and your relationship. This card also to me signifies harmony within you, the harmony between yin and yang, masculine and feminine, the feeling of completeness within and balance. Fantastic. Ace of Cups to me signifies renewal, emotional renewal. Now, when I ask what is contributing to all of this, or what is driving this, you have the Death card, and it showed up in reverse. So the reversal of this card indicates that you may have had some difficulties with letting go of some things in the past, particularly when it comes to your career. But as a result of, so there's a bit of stagnation, but that's what's driving it. But this stagnation, how do I say this? You needed to look at something in order to discover something, And that is propelling the energy of Eight of Wands, which is fast movement. Now, this is generally career oriented, and this is fast moving energy, but it does come from you having had to face some demons within you, if you will, and needing to take some things into account that you haven't wanted to before. You needed to look at some uncomfortable stuff in your life in order to bring something up to surface, and that is allowing the energy of Eight of Wands to flow. So this is actually a really good card. Another way of this message that's coming to me is that many of you have had the equivalent of spiritual death happen in a recent past. So those are the two messages. And yes, you're coming, the number 10 is the culmination of all the cards, which is, like I said earlier, it's completion. So that completes the first part of the reading. If you would like to, have more information about what you need to focus on, or what Spirit feels would be beneficial for you to focus on, and what the lessons are at this point in your life, then by all means you can look at that information, and that will be right there below for you. I hope this made sense to you, and if it did, feel free to comment. Thank you so much for sharing, for liking, for subscribing, and for Google Plusing. I appreciate this more than you will ever know. I wish you a wonderful month of December. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate, and take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.